Right, this is the start of our ceiling job. What we've got here is a lath and plaster ceiling that's been skimmed on top with gypsum. The little dark stain you probably can't see is because there's no insulation above it. When the roof was redone in the 70s, they just basically took the old stones off, it would have been a stone roof, and replaced it with concrete tiles. So as a consequence, you've always got damp in here. Now, these divots, you can't quite see, but they mean you'll bash away at the ceiling. But before I start anything, you've got to have appropriate gear. So we're going to suit up, and we've also got appropriate face masks, goggles, etc. We'll seal around the door over there. The window will be left open to try and let some of the dust out, because believe you me, it will be a hell of a dusty job. I've got a couple other bits of tools here. The best thing they say to do is use a spade or other flat blade instrument to actually get in behind the plaster and pull it down. You're trying to separate it from the lath. That way it's easier to bin up. And we've got these little plastic bins, put the stuff in. It's going to mean several trips down to the skip, but there's no way around it, there's no easy way of doing it. What we have found is that there's obviously small joists running across here to hold the ceiling up, but as you'll notice on the video camera, you've got these massive purlins, and they are massive. We've had a look up there, and the wall's also that far away, not far away at all, so we should be okay to take that down. Obviously we've got to bear in mind what these rafters are doing, if there's any strength in those, and if we're going to take some out, we've got to reinforce and make sure we put strength in before we take them all out. We're also aiming to open up this back wall here. All the walls in here have been lime plastered originally. I'll take the camera off the tripod and have a quick whiz around in a sec. But they've also had a skim in lovely gypsum, which, as it's a solid wall building, totally the wrong thing to do. Just traps in the moisture. You may as well put a plastic bag on the inside rather than plaster it. So it's a hell of a state. So we're hoping to just get it all done in one big job lot. Probably take 2 or 3 months, I should imagine, because we're not doing it full time. We'll be doing it piecemeal. We've got a week to try and get the basics of the ceiling insulated, plasterboard. Then obviously that will be skimmed, and then we'll come down to the walls, sort those out, and finish off with the skirtings and the flooring. Hopefully it will be a proper job. What we've done elsewhere has worked. We put lime plastering back in the other bedroom, which is where all the stuff's gone from here, and the walls in there are bone dry. No problems with paint bubbling or salt reaction. So it proves the point. You really need to have lime plaster on the wall and not gypsum if you've got solid walls. Anyway, let's go a quick whiz around with the camera. The main camera won't be on while I'm knocking this stuff down because it's dust everywhere. So, there we go. So, there's a test hole we knocked out earlier. As you can see, you've got lath there, which looks like you've got a few problems. You've got the lime plaster, then you've got this blue stuff. Now that we probably rolled it on in the 70s. So what you've got to bear in mind, in the 70s there was still asbestos around, so an appropriate face mask will be essential. You don't want to be breathing in any of that kind of muck. And as you can see, there's the size of the rafters. You can probably just see the ceiling up there. Probably not that. Anyway, if we go around the wall, we've got damp problems there. Come around, you can see various modelling in the wall. So it's all been gypsum plastered over lime. Nothing actually wrong with the walls, it's just the inappropriate rendering put on it. Vent for the chimney that was there, that will stay. Don't block up chimney vents. Little bit damp patch in the corner there. Of course, when you get around the windows, you get any kind of moisture, you'll get damp problems. This problem here was because the outside guttering, which runs down roughly down on the outside of the building there. That had water overflowing from it because it didn't have a proper gasket at the top, so the water's gone into the wall and blown the plaster off. But interesting enough, lime plaster's fine. It's just the gypsum that's come off. Anyway, I'm going to get suited and put dust down, but it won't stop it because this stuff is so fine it gets everywhere. But there we go. Hopefully you see it when it's halfway through. Okay, as you can see, we've taken down all the horrible plaster, which is now here on the floor. Not much in the way of excitement. You can see it's quite a large beam, so that's handy. The ridge beam's also quite chunky. Can't quite see it, but it's about an 8x2, something like that. So decent stock. Here's the plaster on the lath. Chunk of it there. Good old stuff, dries a chip, which is good. But most of the problems come from the condensation caused by not having insulation. So we were hoping to expose this wall at the end here. I've just done a test bore on it. You can see it's gypsum plaster over cement render, which is a pain. It will come off though, it's not that thick. If you look up there, you can probably see some of the blocks. So it should be quite nice when it's done. So you've got to liberate the rest of this side, right the way over to the corner there, and conversely do the same the other side, and then we're ready to have a good clear up, scrape off the walls, and look at rebuilding it. You can see, actually if you look up here, you can see we've got a double joist there, and the reason for that is we're at a stone roof. That's obviously bowed all the time because of the weight. And when somebody did the roof, they whacked another one in over the top to keep it nice and straight. And just left the other one in there. Not a problem. Insulation we'll back on. We'll put more on the other bottom side of this because it's not thick enough. So we can get about 100mm insulation on it. And we might pop another 25mm on the outside of that before plasterboard. So compared to what it was, it should be a lot toastier. And if you look up the end there, you might be able to see it. A little ray of light. That's a vent to the outside world, which would give it air to the old chimney stack. Because there's a couple of rotten bits of wood down here, which came from this side here. That's a dry as a chip, which probably had water ingress due to the old chimney. What fun! Shall we? There we go. Here we are, the pile of lath down there, rubble there in the form of lime plaster from the ceiling. That's where the ceiling once was. You cannot believe how much dust and crap came out of there. As an example, I had that bucket on the windowsill. You can see about an inch thick layer of dust around it. So we haven't touched the walls yet. There's our taped off doorway. It's helped enormously if you look at the amount of crap on the wall and hanging down from there. Everything you touch, big load of old dust and crap comes down with. The wall over here, the reason it's got a divot in it is that we were looking to expose the wall. Unfortunately, some kind wise person has put cement on it, so we'll expose it anyway. It's going to be a bit of a job, but as you can see up here, it's not too thick between cement and stonework, so we should be able to get away with that. As you can see up there, we're just starting to peel back the rot. Not much in the way of rot, to be honest. A couple of timbers which are on the floor down here, which are rotted away. I'm not worried too much about those. And we're now ready to carry on. Unfortunately, I left my goggles downstairs, which was a big mistake, so I've now got them. So they'll be coming useful. You cannot believe the amount of crap that comes out of this. So there's my first face mask, I think you can see it. There's another one on the other side of it, so we'll have that on in a minute. So we'll keep it clean, it was hanging outside the window. But to give you an idea, that's the light fitting. You know, thick layer of dust on everything. Horrible stuff, but on its way out, thankfully. Right, I'm going to carry